Sup everyone, this is Casual Talk here. Today I'm going to be talking about how times ahead is becoming very dark by the day. It's not just America or Americans that's affected. Evil influences is spreading all over the globe like an incurable disease that only Jesus Christ can heal. He is the antidote to the people that are lost in this matrix and what we call this world. The world today, to many, is a blue-pilled utopia where all your problems will just go away and these same people believe that they could do whatever they want. Many people today, they don't want the responsibility to deal with consequences, responsibilities, or repercussions. And many of them carry a lack of accountability. Many people out there does not want to admit when they're wrong. Evil in many ways today, to many of these people, is seen as good, while many ways people see good as evil. For example, you can't speak on against the hypocrisy behind the Me Too movement. You can't speak on women who wants to dress like hoes and be treated like a woman and not get catcalled. You can't speak on the hypocrisy behind the gay community. You can't speak on anything evil because in those people's eyes, they are told a lie that they are free. They are free living in sin. They are free living a lie. They're free. They got told that lie and they are living in that lie. That when you do what you want, you're free. Free from what? The only thing that people are exposing themselves to is more problems to come into their lives. It has come to my understanding that majority of people in this world celebrates Satan more than God. People are now being raised to live in technology than to live around technology. The reason why I'm putting it this way is that if you think about it, every 10 years, there's a new generation that is coming behind us. When you reach the age 40, 50, 60 years old, what do you think the next generations behind us every 10 years is growing up into? Technology. The further technology advances, the more it's going to have a stronghold on society. And a lot of businesses that are the founders behind these social media apps, they notice because without their viewers, without their downloads, their clicks, or their traffic, they're not making any money. So they don't care if social media is bad for you. All they want is your time, your attention, and that time and attention is their currency. They're robbing your time and making money off of it at the exact same time. Apps like TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Tinder, Bumble, all these dating apps and social media apps today. Majority of the world is spending a lot of time on these apps. There are people that believes that there is the next big thing out there for all the options that they have online. It feeds their ego to shoot so many people down because they feel like they have an endless pool of options. All because of the access of the matches that they have on social media, on dating apps. It inflates their ego. But in real life, they look like idiots. They look like fools. That is far from the truth. Women and men can have all the options online all they want. If you think you look like a Chad, you may be one of the pretty girls, or 10 out of 10 to a lot of people, right? But what good is that going to do for you when it comes down to a committed relationship? Now these days, you can't blame people for having trust issues against people who lives in social media, who's always on their phone nonstop. And because of the influences and the things that is trending and happening in the world, right? That's what's also pushing and marketing not only celebrities to imitate the trends in movies and TV shows, right? But they're even doing it in music videos. Like Doja Cat. One of Doja Cat, from what I've done and seen some on behind research on, right? YouTubers like The Truth Is and other YouTubers spoke about Doja Cat's transformation. She was always demonstrated as a whorish singer. She would dress sexually. She would show cleavage, her body. And one of her latest videos, she is blatantly showing that she represents evil. She represents the devil. She's dressed like a demon. And it's just a lot of demonic imagery. And she's not the only celebrity that is moving down this route. Kanye West is a perfect example. Kendrick Lamar is a perfect example. Lil Baby is a perfect example. There are so many singers, celebrities, that a lot of these people, they will say thank God, but which God are they talking about? Faith without works is dead. Actions speaks louder than words. How do you expect people to take you seriously if you don't take yourself seriously? Seriously, how could anybody take you seriously if you don't take yourself seriously? Times is becoming very dark by the day, and I'm sorry to burst anyone's bubble of hope. This world is going to get worse. Majority of the people is not going to walk with God. You're siding with God, you're going to have a lot of enemies of the world. Still to this day, I have not met not one genuine individual who does not believe in cursing, who believes in the Bible, who does not believe in sinning, someone who wants to strive to reach the end gate. Have you noticed that now a lot of other countries in the world are heavily being influenced by Americans' culture or America's culture as a whole? If you go on Netflix, you could see what's trending. And the trends is because of the world. What's trending in the world and what's hot in the world, what's popular in the world, is what they're coming out with on the media, because they know this is what people can relate to. This is what's going to get clickbaits and views. So they're going to make certain shows. And certain shows now, everything they do now, they include sex. They always include sex, right? They got to include cheating, infidelity, a transgender, gay people. They got to include it all. They got to put everything in there. Drug dealers, gamblers, gangbangers, blood, gore, violence. They got to put all these things in TV shows now to satisfy the audience of today. And they see or deemed all of these things as cool or it's hip. A lot of the influences behind these TV shows and the things that are trending online, right, is because of what most of the world is doing. The masses. The masses of the world today in America is asleep. Nobody wants to do, a lot of people does not want to do right. They don't want to be told what to do. They want to live their life, make excuses saying that, oh, I'm young, when there's young people that don't even have time to even see or reach the age 20. Even 19 or 18. There's young people who died in their teens. There's young people who died in their early 20s. So shouldn't that give people a reason to want to do their best in this life and make sure that they do right in this life to reach the afterlife? To just be with Jesus for all eternity? Shouldn't that truly be the end goal? We only have one life. We only have one life. And for any of you who comes across this video, what do you truly believe in? Who do you believe in? Who's your master? Who do you truly serve? Is it the devil, Satan? Or is it our Creator, our Father in heaven, Jesus Christ? See, I grew up in the church. I have witnessed time and time again the time where I started to change and wanted to do better for myself. More people started leaving my life. The people that were drinkers, gamblers, smokers, party goers. They wanted to have sex with this person, that person, this person, that person. I worked and been around all these types of people. I've been around it and seen it all. I've been around these people. What good is it to expose yourself to STDs and STIs, sexually transmitted diseases? What good is it to expose yourself to commit adultery, fornication, and then when the consequences comes in, you wonder why it's happening to you? I could keep going on and on and on about this. Do you know the reason why so many people reference the Bible? Because the Bible is an illustration and a map of how we supposed to live our life. Yes, good people has problems too, but it's called going through the storm and challenging your faith. If you're going to turn to the world or turn to God. If you're going to turn to Jesus or turn to Satan. People need to really think about it. If God is not real, why are we here? Science wants to have you believe that we were born from apes, and when you die, there's nothingness. No, that is not the case. I've met people who been to heaven I've met people who was in a near-death experience and told me their stories. I believe them. Some of them sounded very teary, shocked, satisfied, depressed. And a lot of the times it made me think like, I need to get myself together. Not just financially, but spiritually. This world is not getting any better at all. What is there to live for in this world? Why are you holding on to the attachments of the world? When you die, that's it. Somebody else is going to have your car. Somebody else is going to have your jewelry. Someone else is going to have your clothes. Somebody else is going to have it. I'm taking my life seriously because I want to be saved. I do not want to die with regrets. That is the worst way to die. You died living a worthless life. Here lies such and such. What did you do with your entire life? You was a gangbanger, a drug dealer, a whore, a thought, a slut, whoremonger. You cursed a lot, gambled, smoked weed, did drugs, did a lot of time in jail, fought and fight a lot of people. Do you want to live your whole life like that? And I find it hypocritical, the hypocrisy that a lot of parents today, they live their lives a certain way, but they don't want their kids living the same way that they did, but they're still living the exact same way. If you truly want what's best for your children, set an example for them to see and respect. Like I said, how could you expect someone to take you seriously if you yourself can't take yourself seriously? Faith without works is dead. Those words are straight from the Bible. Dark times is ahead and it's here to stay. We are living in Bible prophecy. The devil is not nobody's friend. The devil is a player. People that think that, oh, the devil could do this and that, sure, keep playing with fire. You're only going to get burned. Fire always burns back in the end of the day. It does not matter. There is no saving from Satan. He is selfish and vain and just wants to collect your soul so you can spend the rest of your eternity burning in the lake of fire. Satan's a player. You ever notice that? You think something's too good to be true, and then you get played and you get mad that, wow, I really gave into sin. I really gave into darkness. She played me or he played me. You got used for sex. You got used for money. You got used for a lot of things, and then you end up getting burned. And you realize the person that used you, you turn your back to look for them, and they end up turning their back on you. You see the reason why I don't have no friends? Because I do not have the time for the foolishness no more. And I want to focus on myself, focus on my kids, focus on my wife, focus on my small family circle that I got. Because even blood, same blood, does not mean anything. I don't even have a close relationship with most of my family because of how lukewarm they are. Every person who's a true believer in God is not the same. There's a stereotype now where a lot of people assume all Christians are the same. It could have been because they went to a false church. They went to a bad church. They had bad experiences. They met a lot of Christians who are very fake. Everybody has their own philosophy and principle. Everybody wants to do their own thing, but they don't want to follow what's in the Bible. They don't want to follow what's right. They want to do what they want pick and choose what they want to do and live like hypocrites. He could do this, I could do this, but he can't. This world is not getting any better at all. I've said it so many times in many of my videos. I talk about the problems that's going on in the world. I talk about the issues that's going on in the world. I talk about the dating issues, money issues, finances. I talk about so many things, and I could keep going on for a long time. I'm not playing around. I only got one life. This is why I'm working on my career and going my way. Because once I'm gone, that's it. There's no do-overs. There's no reversing the clock. There's no time to go back in time. There's no back to the future. This is real. It's real out here. So many people are living a careless life, a vain, selfish life. There are people who are full of vanity. They look at themselves as gods when you're going to die in the end of the day, just like everybody else. Rich man, middle class, poor, it don't matter. We're all going to end up in the grave one day. And I always pray every day to live a long life. I pray for my kids. I pray for my family. I pray for my loved ones. I even pray for my haters. I pray for my haters because you have to love them. You have to love everyone. You have to set an example. Fighting fire with fire, it's only going to cause a bigger mess. You have to be the salt of the earth. You have to be the flavor of people's problems. You have to be the one to turn the table, to turn the tide, turn the storm. Not shake, not move. Peace be still. Not move like the rest of the world. Not move like the people who are lost in this matrix. People who are blinded and living in ignorance from the truth. All the stuff that's going on in the world, the Illuminati, the elites, all these things are real. Magic is real. Did you know black magic is even heavily practiced in Hollywood? Did you know pedophiles is a big thing in Hollywood? Sex rings, all these bunch of nasty crap that they probably do behind the scenes. Stuff like that is real. The reason why it's not brought up that much is because society and the masses are so hypnotized by a person's status because of how well known they are and because of them being a celebrity. So they automatically give them a pass. They put them on a higher pedestal like they're a god. You're worshiping them. You're idolizing them. That's exactly what you're doing, and you're setting yourself up to burn in hell. I want the best for my enemies. I want the best for those of you who are coming across this video and warning you. The years to come by is not promised. Who are you going to serve? Who's your master? Satan or Jesus Christ? God or the devil? It's your choice and it's up to you. Dark times is already here. It's ahead. It's going to get worse. I'm telling you. It's not a joke. I'm trying to get myself together, and I'm pushing to get myself together. Correct me. I stand corrected on that. I'm pushing and praying to make it. I want better for myself, my status, my family, so I can also take care of myself better and take care of others too. Because how could you fully take care of anyone else if you can't fully take care of yourself? Sure, you may give a little of what you have here and there, But there's so much more that you could do. God didn't put us on this world to be lazy. Everything is work. Family is work. Work is work. Situations, trials, everything requires work and time. But it's how you spend it is what really matters in the end of the day. Sorry for all the time it took me to do this video. I appreciate those who continue to contribute to this to my channel. Please feel free to comment down below. Share the video, like the video if you want. Let me know what you think. This is Casual Talk here. Peace out, and God bless those of you who comes across this video. Thank you, and have a good one. God bless.